Hello, my name is Natalie Wright, and I am going to tell you about my testimony. I always thought my testimony was a little boring because I grew up in a Christian home and I went to church every chance I got. I went to Sunday school and church on Sundays and Awana on Wednesdays. But then I realized that it is not all about when you got saved, but your life afterwards. I believe that your testimony is about what your life has been like once you became saved. It is to tell others how God dramatically changed your life for the better. It is also about showing people all the struggles you have been through and how God has been there every step of the way. So to start off, I would like to tell you when and where I became saved. One night, about 16 years ago, my parents and I were coming home from Awana. I asked my parents questions like what it meant to be saved and how to become saved. That night, I asked God into my heart and I felt like a new person. From that day on, I knew something was different about me and other people noticed it too. Even though I was very young, I could still feel a change happening. I found it a little easier to pay attention to the sermon and obey my parents. I wanted to know more about God and the Bible. I was eager to learn more. But as I grew up and got older, I noticed myself forgetting about my devotions and not really caring what the pastor had to say. I wasn't really enjoying church anymore, and I thought I knew every story in the Bible anyways. When I was 8 years old, Danielle was in a tractor accident and she lost her left arm. I felt like that was the end of the world. I thought, why would God do this to Danielle and my family? Why would he let her get hurt like this? Seeing her now, I know that he planned this so everyone could see him in her life. Around age 15, I started to go to Bible camps. That didn't help at all. I always felt like church and devotions were such a chore. When there was 3 messages a day along with personal and cabin devotions, that was just too much for me. I didn't really like sermons in the first place. From then on, my life was just normal and busy with no time for God. Then college came, and that didn't make things any easier. I went to Broome Community College to play basketball and to get all the general courses out of the way. As I started to attend classes and go to basketball practices, I noticed how bad the world was. At that point, I saw God working in me and showing me who I had become. I knew that he was trying to mold me into a better person, but for the longest time, I had said no. God opened my eyes when I went to Broome to show me that I needed to be a light in this dark place. But my life didn't dramatically change after that. It was a slow process, and even now, I'm still trying to get to a place where I can do my daily devotions and pay more attention to the sermon. You will probably hear this a lot throughout the rest of this class, but Camp Bayuka has really helped me throughout the summer and helped me be better in my walk with God. All the campers that I had in my cabin really changed my life in one way or another. Most of the girls I had in my cabin were depressed and lonely. It was very hard for me to see, considering they were so young. I have stayed in contact with many of them throughout the winter. Just recently, one of my campers told me that she was gay and that she really didn't know what to do. Quite honestly, I was blown away. I had no idea that she was going to say that, and at first, I really didn't know how to handle it. I took some time to pray about it and ask God what I should say. I didn't want to throw Bible verses at her and show her how bad she was sinning. I wanted her to know that she is loved and that we would walk through everything together. She still wanted her relationship with God to work, but then she also wanted her relationship with her girlfriend to work as well. As of right now, we are working on lots of things concerning her whole life, but I believe that God has been preparing me to be a better friend and to help her through this difficult time. That's it. Thank you so much for watching.